Imagine locking your front door, checking under the bed, and, feeling completely safe. But then you discover that the real threat isn't hiding in the closet.
Right. It's actually waiting right beneath you, just, well, sobbing and waiting for you to use the bathroom.
Yeah, which is just horrifying to even think about. So, welcome to today's deep dive. We're looking at a brief, frankly, super surreal excerpt from the true story, The Baker Beneath the Bed.
And our mission today is to explore this really highly unusual, essentially grotesque scenario of a mythical figure named Pasticino. He lives right under your sleeping area.
And we also need to uncover the bizarrely specific method required to reclaim your personal space from him because, this guy is seriously invading it.
Oh, absolutely. To understand Pasticino, you really have to understand exactly how he violates that personal space. He doesn't just scare you.
No, he definitely does way more than that.
Right. He actively interferes with your natural physical processes.
Yeah.
Specifically, he steals and eats your bodily waste.
Wait, interferes putting it way, way too mildly. Let's just be blunt about what he's actually doing here. He's eating your poop.
Yeah, literally.
But the wildest detail the author includes isn't even just the act itself, it's that this guy's actually crying while he does it.
Yes, he literally thanks you between sobs when you produce a, quote, big one.
Which is so disturbing. It makes me think of this as a nightmarish inverted tooth fairy, right?
Oh, that's an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah, because instead of a benevolent fairy taking a discarded tooth and, leaving a quarter, you have this weeping monster. He steals your waste and leaves behind this suffocating, sobbing gratitude.
Well, the tooth fairy is a fun comparison,
Mm.
but it actually kind of misses the true horror here.
Mm.
The tooth fairy takes a dead piece of calcium long after it falls out.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, Pasticino is inserting himself into an active, live biological process. He is turning your digestion into a bizarre transaction.
Ugh, you're right. That actually makes it so much worse when you put it like that.
It really does. It's the emotional weight of his gratitude that
Yeah.
gets to you.
Exactly. It forces you to realize that your bodily autonomy isn't just about privacy, it's about control.
Mhm.
Like when he's weeping and thanking you, you aren't just grossed out.
No, you're essentially being held hostage by your own biology.
Right. You're forced into this non-consensual, intensely emotional relationship with the monster under your bed, which is just wow.
Precisely. It turns a mundane bodily function into a deeply uncomfortable, highly personal struggle.
Okay, well, you've sufficiently ruined my concept of a safe bedroom forever. So if pest control can't handle a sobbing, poop-eating baker, what's my actual recourse here?
You really want to know?
Yeah, how do you fight back against a biological hostage situation like this?
Well, you have to summon Gordon Ramsay,
I'm sorry, what? The celebrity chef?
the one and only.
You're telling me I'm being terrorized by a poop-eating monster and my best defense is the guy from Hell's Kitchen? Are you serious?
According to the text, yes, absolutely. You have to get Ramsay to critique the mouthfeel of your waste.
Oh my God.
And then Ramsay has to tell Pasticino that it is, quote, bloody disgusting.
But why Ramsay? I get that he's intimidating, obviously, but how is a culinary critique the ultimate weapon against a supernatural threat?
Think about the intruder's title. Pasticino is literally called a baker.
Oh, right, the baker beneath the bed.
Exactly. He views what he's consuming as a culinary creation, hence the weeping gratitude. So to destroy him, you don't use physical force.
You attack his culinary pride.
Yes, exactly. Ramsay's brutal critique destroys the monster's ego completely.
Wow. So within the logic of the story, invalidating his food is the only way to banish him.
You got it. That's the only way out.
That is completely absurd. But it's also kind of brilliant at the same time.
It is. The real insight here is how absurdity acts as our best defense mechanism against absolute vulnerability.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
When our deepest private spaces are violated in such a grotesque way, turning the situation into a comedy is sometimes the only way our brains can process the trauma.
Right, the tension of losing your bodily autonomy is basically released through a ridiculous comedic exorcism.
Perfectly said.
So we go from the deeply uncomfortable reality of losing control of our own bodies to a hilarious dark humor resolution where a celebrity chef yells at a monster about mouthfeel.
It really is a wild ride.
It really shows how a bizarre story can use the grotesque to help you process unseen struggles.
It shatters the illusion of the bed as a safe haven, for sure.
Yeah.
But it forces you to laugh at the madness rather than just be paralyzed by it.
Yeah, absolutely. But there's just one thing I cannot stop thinking about.
What's that?
Well, since this mythical figure is specifically referred to as a baker, What exactly was he trying to bake with those stolen ingredients that made him weep with such profound gratitude?